tonight. Anyway, welcome everyone to the game. Today's episode is Dresden Files, New York City. What do you do with a rat named Parvus? What do you do with a rat named Parvus? What do you do with a rat named Parvus? What do you do with a rat named Parvus?
We don't have masts.
But yes, so welcome everyone. Parvus is here. We are down one Vernon, who is probably off nursing over the most wicked hangover ever. And hopefully Maddie will be along shortly. If everyone could get into Roll20, that would be great.
Done.
I suppose.
Done. Oh.
Do I get the cookie?
Sure. So, who remembers what happened last week?
Ragnar made himself an enemy for life. His very, very short life.
Was that a pun?
Haha. Good pun.
That wasn't a pun. I'm saying I'm going to kill him.
So, it turns out that Eddie has been turned into the Summer Knight.
I should clarify.
A Summer Lackey?
You're actually not a knight.
Lackey?
Knights are for people who do things properly.
Uh-huh.
You had an ability to do things properly, and you didn't. So you are a summer squire now. If you work really hard, maybe you'll be a knight. But you might just be a punching bag. Admittedly, looking back on it, I have to say, welcome, Cecil. Hopefully we can live up to your greatness.
That was not a Cecil move. Cecil would have stubbornly stayed in the burning house until it burned to the ground.
Cecil sounds like an idiot.
I said, children, hold your ground. They're just negotiating.
You're delusional.
Admittedly, staying in the house might not have been the worst option. But you pushed the story forward, and I loved it. And that makes me happy.
Yep.
So, in a more specific terms, what happened last week? Don't all speak at once.
Chewing.
What'd you say?
I'm chewing.
That's a terrible habit to get into.
Right. Steph, Connor, which one of you wants a fate check?
What for?
Doing the full recap. Besides just Ragnar's gonna die.
I am not good at recaps. Steph should do it.
Alright, I'm adjusting my bandwidth so I might actually be able to hear you guys.
Oh, is there an issue?
will be speaking, and it'll cut out midway through you talking, and then it'll pick up like 3 seconds later. So hopefully that fixes it.
Yes, hopefully.
So Riley was in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and the group went to go check on her because, of course, she went into the hospital as Jane Doe, severely beaten. We met some of Maddie's old co-workers who basically said, yeah, you probably don't want to stick with this doctor. And the Lake Court vampire that had been causing issues for Maddie showed up. Kit threw tea on him. The summer lady showed up and made a deal with Sean and Riley to heal Riley, and then left one of her agents in Riley's place so that they could go and retrieve Vernon. They went back to Sean's house, relieved the babysitter, suited up, left Eddie in charge, and picked up Kit, and then went to the bar where Ragnar basically said, yeah, all those free drinks are coming due. I want technical information about Summer from Sean. So he started rattling off stuff. Slip that he has wards of Summer staying at his house, so it got attacked. Eddie led the children out into a trap and then called Sean. Sean told him she showed up, and the wolves brought the beat down. And then Sean's dearest, most favoritist daughter, Gabby, got taken.
It was a sad day.
It was a sad day. The summer lady made a deal with it that get his involvement in what just transpired if he agreed to work for her. So he did, getting himself branded as a Squire of Summer.
As one does.
Yep. And then I remember Sean and them went back to his house, and then I got fuzzy.
All right. So, Parvus,
Hello.
what have you been up to?
Yeah, the usual, running around the city, hiding, feeling like I did something wrong. All that stuff.
Oh, I should make a note, Eddie. This is something I would tell Maddie, if she were here. But I remember that there would have been a signature on her hand and on the note it would not have been words. It would have been this image right here.
Her mysterious tattoo and signature.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Anyway, Parvus, what are you up to right now?
Sorry, got to tickle my throat. Hmm. I genuinely don't know. Like at this exact second.
You just wanted to be running around and doing God knows what. Who cares?
Running around, probably watching every now and then. Because he seems to have an ability to track people.
Who have you been watching mostly?
Well, obviously PCs, but who would be, well, I guess his closest friend is probably Kitlin, right?
You've been tracking Kitlin?
She's probably noticed by now, but yeah.
Alright, so Kit. Parvus has
I
been
had an
following.
on for my awesome fashion show.
Sure.
Oh.
So Parvus, you saw Kitlin stripping down and putting on Maddie's clothes. And then I guess strutting her stuff on the runway.
Uh-huh.
In Maddie's house, while Maddie wasn't there.
Okay.
Kit let herself in. I mean, the door was practically unlocked with that lock they had on it.
And she had a fashion show.
Mm-hmm. Wrote on the walls, love letters, various other not creepy things at all. She didn't actually do that, but I like to imagine she does.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what's happened so far.
Fun.
So after that, car pulled up.
Okay.
Maddie came in. Didn't yell at her. Asked her to get in the car. They got in the car. And then they started to drive off. Did you just let them drive off?
How would I... Okay, I gotta think about what I would actually roll to sneak into a car without them noticing.
It's Evan's car.
Eddie's car?
Oh no, it wasn't Eddie's car. It was a minivan.
Interesting. Is it possible for me to sneak into it then?
Sure. Do you want to sneak into it?
Sure, why not? Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I put my stats. There we go.
Don't need stats. I just need you to tell me whether or not you want to sneak into it.
Yeah. Final answer, yeah. This is
All right.
fun.
So you snuck into a car. You went there. They were talking about Vernon. Everyone was there. Some reason didn't just pop up as, "Hey everyone, it's me, Parvus. I'm naked."
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Although
they went in to the bar. It's the bar. Do you want to go to the bar?
I assume you would follow, yeah.
All right.
What's that?
So you walked into the bar. Holy crap, everyone's in armor.
And walk right back out the bar.
I mean, you noticed that they were in armor, but it didn't really click. When they pulled up to the bar, you thought, oh, they must be coming home from something, you know? I don't know why they gave Kit armor then. And then they rolled up to the bar, and you walk into the bar, and you sneak on the way in, and everyone in there is in armor. It's pretty tense.
I kind of just have an image of just what happened when he realizes he makes a fist with one hand and claps into the other hand. Going, I get it! Wait, what the fuck? I'm joking around. Sorry, it's just a mental image.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Rats don't tend to do that. So everyone's in armor.
You going back to the van?
I think I'll watch for a minute, and if trouble breaks out, I'm a rat. Someone could step on me. Stay in the corners, basically, and hopefully away from people.
No trouble breaks out. They seem to have a conversation.
Okay.
You see Sean pick up the phone, and then you could hear him, like, he turns away, and you can hear him say, Shayla Larson, into the phone, rather loudly.
Curious. I don't know that name. Wonder what it could mean.
He seems
Because
very
it's all
upset.
thoughtful. Yeah. Based on what happened? No. I can understand that. In character, I'm trying to run through his thought process as best I can. Because it would be more or less like, why is he so upset? Who's Shay? Is she nice? Or who's Shayla Larson? Is she a nice person? I wonder.
No.
His thought process is bizarre.
The opposite of nice.
Super
So
nice?
super nice.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Super nice.
What's funny is that's probably how he thinks.
I mean, super nice compared to the other one, but that's like comparing sharks and wolverines.
Wolverine's cool. He has claws. No, that's my only thought.
I'd like to point out that Shay asked for no form of payment in saving those children. She could have sat there and bartered.
Legitimately, she couldn't have. She was already under contract to pay for that. Save them.
You know
Very,
that.
very law. Make a brain hurt.
Besides,
No,
care of the children was very irresponsibly left to someone very underqualified.
You mean Eddie?
Yes. Irresponsible as in Sean. And underqualified as in Eddie.
Wow.
I mean, you could have brought that up with Shay when she asked you to name the person who was responsible. You stayed silent.
Because I didn't want to just throw them to the wolves.
That seems to. I think we're gonna have to file that under things that are your problem.
Yeah, what?
Why, Daddy?
But
Wait, what did you stay silent about?
He
I'm confused.
thought about but didn't bring up the fact that Sean left the children under his care when he has like no combat or any powers really that would help him out.
That's wrong.
But now they know to be aware of the Illuminati.
To be fair, I didn't exactly expect the house to be put under siege.
Tell that to what's her
Yeah.
face.
What's face? You mean, Shay?
Yeah.
I think I did. I apologized and said it was my fault. And essentially just ended up with Eddie being put under my command, I guess. Yeah, command would be more accurate.
He's your new whipping boy.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry. If you don't want to whip him, Shay totally said she would do that too. Anyway, so Parvus, you're there.
Yep.
You're at Sean's house. Sean, there's a rat in your house.
Wait, what? Oh, we traveled to the... Oh, right, okay, because the whole party went over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. My mind just went... Okay. Okay.
Rat in the house, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I raised my right hand. What does the rat do?
I would assume... Let me think. Like... Would it be bizarre for a rat to just stare, cock his head to the side, and then, like, raise his right paw and then fall over?
Why would he fall? I mean, the fall over part would be
Because he
bizarre
raises...
for you, but the point
No, he
being-
raises both paws, basically. Both right.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
He's, yeah, being weird. I don't know. I like being goofy. You know.
The
Right.
rat looks dumb. It might have rabies. You should give it to Caitlin. She apparently wants that.
Go to the bathroom, put on a towel, grab you a coat.
Oh, right. They want me to be human so I can talk to them. What do you expect? If you spend like a week or two as a rat, your brain just sort of goes weird. Or however much time it's been.
It's
A
been
day?
it's been a day.
Never mind then.
All right, here's for guidance. Sean beat the crap out of those kids in the alley like 3 days ago.
Holy shit. Okay. Then he would have spent about a day as a rat, which he probably does frequently. Never mind then. I guess he wouldn't be that weird. Probably raise his right paw then, not fall over. I don't know. But okay.
All right.
You can be as weird as you want to be.
What?
I think she said that you can be as weird as you want, babe.
To be.
Fair enough.
All right. Anyway. Still. Parvus! You've been around.
Yep.
You are now naked wearing a coat in the middle of his kitchen.
And a
Surrounded
towel.
by other...
He has a towel around his waist.
Coat and a towel. Comfy. Okay.
I'm gonna go help myself to some of Sean's clothes and give them to Parvus.
All right.
They don't. Well, I was gonna say they don't fit. I could be wrong. I assume Parvus was sort of shortish. Shorter than Sean, at least.
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
Well, that's a good question. What does Parvus sort of look like? Is he short, tall, average, overweight, underweight?
Probably
Thin
underweight.
looking homeless guy, tattoo on his hand.
I was about to say he might actually be overweight because he spends a lot of his time as a rat, and you don't need as much. Don't need as much. Don't need as many calories as a rat.
Interesting concept. I always pictured him as more of a guy who's, well, not quite. Actually,
You don't look anorexic.
yeah, he doesn't look like he's dying anyway. Or like a strong breeze will snap him in half or something. But yeah. Probably is shorter than Sean, though. Because Sean's like, how tall is Sean again? Like 6 foot something?
I think so.
Yeah, he's shorter than that, so. That's a fair point. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you. I had not considered that at all.
So Sean, Riley is up.
Pant legs.
Yeah, just do what I do, roll the pant legs. But yeah. Okay, I have pants now. Hooray!
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I am making a note to buy some clothes in Parvus's size in case he does this again.
Depending on how long you've known him, he's probably done this many times, actually.
Yeah.
But
Eddie, Sean, Parvus, Kitlin, you're all in the place. Maddie has taken Vernon, or Maddie has gone off to think about things, and Vernon is detoxifying in summer.
Vernon has a giant hangover because he accepted beers like crazy, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Like drinking was going out of style.
Get your new tattoo.
Ooh. Wait, was a tattoo? Huh?
Hey guys, she asked a question. Eddie.
I didn't hear that. I thought I didn't hear my name in the list of people in the scene either.
I could have sworn I said Eddie, Sean, Parvus, Riley, Kitlin. Riley is upstairs.
Okay.
Well, anyways, can you restate this question, Kitlin?
Trying to remember.
Nope, she just disconnected.
If I recall, something like new tattoo. It didn't quite come through clearly for me. I heard new tattoo or where'd you get the tattoo, and that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Where did you get the new tattoo was the question.
Okay. Let me check my volume. I might have it low or something.
It's all right.
How the hell do I get to the settings of this thing? Blah. Hangouts is confusing.
Delete this.
What?
I can't hear anything, and I have it set to audio only. And apparently nobody else can hear me.
I can hear you.
Hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Gonna try this.
Travis,
Yes.
delete it.
Delete what?
You know what?
I don't understand what's going on.
Neither do I. You're not alone.
Oh my god. Look at the face for Gabby Allister.
Yeah. What about it?
Never mind. Just forget it.
Kidlin asked Eddie when he got his new tattoo.
Eddie's going to respond with a long sigh. Kind of a long story.
I like stories.
So once upon a time, Eddie was supposed to watch some kids. Easy job, right? They're just some kids. What could possibly go wrong?
Did you leave them to go get a tattoo? Even I know that that's impossible.
Now. You have to listen when Papa Eddie's telling the story, okay? We'll get to that part. Then, suddenly, I don't know. What's the onomatopoeia for shatter?
Crash.
Crash, bang, and whoosh. Fire, and smoke or tear bombs, and who knows what else. The house was under attack.
Did you jump into action?
Yes. Bravely, Eddie stood tall and said, "Fear not, children, for the exit is clear, and we will escape this mindless slaughter."
Wait.
Well, no one's being slaughtered, but mindless onslaught, I should say.
It was clear,
Backyard.
so it was a trap.
Yes.
Kidlin shakes her head. This story sucks.
Okay.
Next, you're gonna say it was the Illuminati.
That's what you'd think, but actually, I think it's not. Suddenly, there were these crazy thorns that came out of the ground and started dragging the kids under.
Caitlin's gonna go up and put her hand on Eddie's forehead to see if he's running a fever.
He's a little warm.
I am not crazy or sick or delusional. I saw what I saw.
But Eddie, you just said it wasn't the Illuminati.
No, these guys are worse. I think they're above the Illuminati. They're pulling the Illuminati strings. They're like the super Illuminati.
Okay, continue.
But the only thing I could think to do, because crazy vines were sprouting out of the ground and they looked dangerous, is I called Sean and he said,
Down with a sword?
"Huh?
Did you chop the vines down with the sword?
No,
Did you set them on fire?
no. They were dragging kids. If I set them on fire, they would have been burned, or I could have cut them, even if I had a sword. Which I guess there are probably swords in the house.
Did you pull them to safety?
No, the thorns were way too strong.
Try.
Get pulled under anyways. So he called Sean, and he said to say this lady's name 3 times. Suddenly there was a crack of thunder. A woman appeared, and then there were a bunch of wolves playing tug of war with the kids, with the vines, basically. And then she said it was my fault, branded my hand, and said I have to serve Sean.
It sounds like it was your fault.
I like to see how everyone's ignoring the very dangerous chemical properties of tear gas and also fire. But after she arrived, the rain did start raining and put the fire out on its own, which I don't think is a coincidence. But they only did get away with one of the kids, which happened to be Gabby.
Sean, what are you doing?
At this point,
Anyways,
I'm not really
your
sure.
plan of escape, Caitlin? Flying. What would be your plan of escape? Flying away, digging a foxhole.
No, I'd glamour the children.
Oh,
And
why
sneak
not think
them.
of that? I just should have glamored the children, of course.
And make them invisible.
I see why she was so angry at me now. I just should have glamored the children as he starts smacking his head.
Exactly.
Eddie just sort of gives up and like puts his head down on a table.
Yeah, you think about what you've done.
Sean,
Hmm.
what are you doing?
Alright.
Caitlin's gonna pat Eddie on the back. It's okay. Sean Riley can just have another one. I mean, they've got 8.
Right.
7.
So Parvus here.
7.
Under his breath, Eddie just mumbles, "Stupid super Illuminati."
So Parvus here. Eddie's here. Kitlin's here. Do we go into the Never Never and go after Gabby immediately, I guess? I feel like that might be ill-advised.
Might be. What? This just happened. You guys, there's nothing pressing you at the moment. You guys can do whatever it is you want.
Can you open a door to the Never Never?
Not right off the bat. Not right now. A little too weak for that, but Riley can.
Where did they take her?
What?
Where did they take her?
That's the thing. It's pretty hard to know that for certain. One would assume that they are taken to some section of the Never Never belonging to the Autumn Court. So, yeah, Autumn Court. But my house, this area of Never Never, sort of, parallel to where I live, is chaotic. Mostly because this is where I live, and as such, my power sort of overflows into the Never Never around me. If I take enough time and power to focus, I could form a Demoscene. But until I do that, it's just sort of chaotic. No real barriers or anything keeping anybody from going through.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the point I'm making is since she was pulled under right here, they would have been drawn into the chaotic area of Never Never, but they have probably moved out of this area since then.
Riley's upstairs.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Kitlin's gonna walk over to the stairs, shout upstairs to Riley. He thinks an awful lot of himself, doesn't he?
There's no answer. No answer.
Okay.
Riley is sitting with the kids.
Okay.
Just kind of like petting their hair and all that's, just like hugging them when they need to, holding her youngest. See, holding the youngest child, she's doing nothing. Doesn't seem to be responding to much of anything. She's kind of like she's in shock.
I'm gonna go sit with her.
She kind of nods over at you.
Okay, so I'm adding to the puppy pile of children.
What?
Adding to the puppy pile of children.
You are?
Yep.
All right. Oh, it's you, Fox Lady.
Sorry.
What for?
Confidence.
Sean,
Yeah?
you have a son. What's his name?
Why did you roll a d20?
To see what you had.
Oh, whatever. Give me a second.
Sean,
Yeah?
there's a knock on your door.
Go answer it.
There's a familiar man in a suit standing there, looking at you. He's got a smile on his face.
When you say familiar...
It's Fabian.
Hey, Fabian. Oh, also, Clark.
Clark?
Clark.
Clark Allister. All right, so yeah, she is she the thing, the child in her arms is the youngest, which is Clark.
Okay.
Their newest kid. And so she's holding him because, well, she lost one of the two, and I heard you might have had a little bit of a problem here. At least that's word on the street.
Yeah, might have. They sent me here to, got my looking at to try and make a bargain.
Well, I mean, if there's some bargain to be had. My partnership and I are always looking for opportunities.
You guys aren't really. You guys aren't really tied in with summer or winter anymore, are you?
Not too much, but there may be ways of getting back in.
All right, come on in. Let's talk business.
All right, steps inside. So, word is on the street that one of the pack that you've been keeping here was successfully taken. I am guessing that the young Queen of Summer is not too pleased.
That's a somewhat accurate assessment, I suppose.
Is there anything to drink, anything to eat? I mean, I normally don't ask for that kind of thing, the kind of company we deal. But you are not a fairy, so less likely.
Oh yeah.
Michael's out in the car. He's waiting, just in case. He's waiting just in case to make sure things don't get too unpleasant. Nowadays, he mainly only deals in the unpleasant things.
Yeah. Death curses are a real shame. Alright, I guess I'll get some snacks and a drink from the kitchen. You want anything specific, or we'll just water deal?
I doubt that you have the things here that I would like if they were specific. So, let's just go with whatever.
Alright. I'm gonna get some food from the kitchen. Plus water.
Animal crackers.
Probably not animal crackers. No. Yeah, I guess animal crackers. I don't really have much in the way of guest food.
My, it's been a while since I've had such fine dining.
It's been a while since I've had to entertain somebody important.
I could have sworn you just had a lesser Queen of Fairy here. Are you saying you don't entertain important people?
There's a fine difference between somebody that's visiting and somebody that's being entertained.
Who are those two? Points
Nope.
at Parvus. Points at Parvus and Eddie. We're just kind of standing there and doing nothing.
Hello.
Friends. It's Parv and Eddie. Parv, we don't really know where he came from. He's a bit tight-lipped on that subject. And Eddie has gotten himself pulled into a contract with Lady Shay.
That is going to be a tough one, I would assume. But it was about time. The balance needed to be restored. It's been, what, 4 years since Winter minted their squire?
Yeah, oh,
They're going to have a lot of shoes? What?
I said, yeah, I think so.
You're going to have a lot of shoes to fill there, Mr. Crazy Hair.
He's not here.
I know he's not here. But he's still going to talk about him because he's in the scene. Caitlin, you hear people talking downstairs. Odd voice.
Are you expecting anyone?
She shakes her head. She doesn't want to leave the kids.
I'm gonna go check and make sure it's safe. You stay here.
She nods.
I'm gonna sneak downstairs basement. Trying to remain unseen.
Alright, roll stealth.
Goose egg.
Alright. Ah! And we have another one. Please, come join the business discussion. A vaguely familiar face.
I don't know anything about business.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
I wouldn't be able to add anything to the discussion.
Very well. Looks back at Sean. So, I take it you are in the market for assistance.
Yeah. I need all the help I can get right now.
Indeed.
What's it gonna cost?
Well, probably the only thing that spends nowadays, power.
Money?
No. Power.
You can't spend power. You
Oh.
spend money.
So many people would beg to differ on that. Frankly, I am one of them.
It has come to my attention that you may be in the possession of a set of very unique knives. I might be interested in acquiring one or all of them. Admittedly, this price is rather low. So either I think we're going to have to sweeten the deal with other favors and considerations if you want me to do anything too severe. Or otherwise, I could...
I'll say again, you faded out at the end there.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what to say. Or otherwise, I could simply... Ponders. Provide a lower quality of service. Perhaps information gathering rather than hands-on work.
Alright. We'll go with one knife to start with for now. As far as Baron goes. What else? Well, I think for now, what I really need is, in fact, information gathering. So that about fits the bill.
What kind of information are you looking for? Maybe one knife isn't enough after all.
Oh, it's nothing too complicated, I don't think. The kid's been taken into the Never Never to Autumn territory. I need to know where in the Never Never that is.
How about this? You recall the last deal that I worked out with you and your old group of friends.
It's been a while.
Yes. Yes, it has. But do you recall? Do you recall what was added to your library?
The journal?
Oh, more than the journal. So much more.
Oh, you mean all of it?
I am speaking of, you know how good to my word I am when I fulfill a deal.
Oh, yes.
So, here is, I will find you the answer to 3 questions. The payment for each will be one of your blades.
If I don't need all, if I don't need 3, if I don't need all 3 questions,
then perhaps you can keep one of the blades.
yeah.
Does that sound appealing to you?
I think so.
Caitlin kind of shakes her head.
Are you guys able to hear Steph? I just want to make sure that everyone can hear everyone.
I heard her.
Yeah, I can hear.
A really poor deal.
Kind of looks over at her. Are you suggesting that I am being unfair?
I'm suggesting that you're being greedy.
I'm letting him set the terms of his own contract. How is that being greedy?
You know that you have him between a rock and a hard place.
An Iraq and a hard place. So what? So what if it's a buyer's market? Does that change the fact that I could be of use? And that I realize that there's something that I could want?
Sean? Sean,
Yeah?
I changed my mind. He has a bigger ego than you do.
Oh.
Wow.
Why, thank you.
No, hold on a second.
So, do we have a deal or not? I'm growing tired and I don't want to keep Bailey waiting. He gets nervous when that happens. And then things get unpleasant. It looks like this place has seen enough unpleasantness for one day.
Your boyfriend?
Partner. Not in that way.
Uh-huh. Rude.
How about you go out and say hi to him? Sure, he loves the attention. Again.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, pay no mind. Go on. You can see. Parvus, what are you doing? Eddie, what are you doing?
Hmm. Oh, hey, there's someone new to meet outside.
Kelly's just gonna sit on the stairs and watch everyone for now.
Eddie's more of like, oh, great. Another one of them. Actually, no, he'd recognize these guys from that incident.
Oh, yeah.
Probably still want to keep distance anyways.
I'm trying to remember if Parvus actually saw either of them. Actually, I don't think Parvus did see either of them.
He was too busy hiding in the vents as a rat.
Yeah, trying to get into the room, and then get called back, and then I don't think he actually crossed paths with them, really. Weird. So yeah, he probably would be like, there's someone outside to meet. Let me just see. Yeah. That's my entire thought process. So Parvus probably will go outside and just see the guy in the car.
You don't like him.
And then he turns around and goes back inside. That was thrilling, I know.
All right. Well, if no one's doing anything, I guess this is a short game.
I'm waiting for Sean to decide if he's taking the deal or not.
I'm taking the deal. I was waiting for everybody else to finish up the stuff they were doing before I, spoke up. Yeah. Sean's going to propose the deal as such. For every question that Sean asks and Fabian successfully answers, Sean will give Fabian one of his dragon essence knives.
Mm-hmm.
This deal does not apply to all questions ever asked by Sean. Simply the next three within this dealing.
Sorry, what was that again?
Basically, for the rest of Sean will ask between 1 and 3 questions, or more likely, Sean will ask Fabian to answer 1, 2, 3 questions, and for each question that Fabian successfully answers or provides an answer to, Sean will pay Fabian 1 dragon knife upon the delivery of said answer.
Fair enough.
First question is, where in the Never Never is Gabriella? Gabriella? Hard to pronounce the name.
Gabriella,
Brandon.
I would assume.
Gabriella. Where exactly in the Never Never, as in specific location, is Gabriella Alistair? And Sean's going to turn to the rest of the party, ask them if they have any questions that they think it'd be important or prudent to have answered, or more likely have the answers found. Anybody?
Turkey sandwich or tuna sandwich?
What's a Never Never? I'm joking.
Fucking better be. Kidlin?
I'm not. This is a difficult decision.
Does Riley have any questions she wants answered?
Riley isn't there.
She's in another room.
Upstairs.
No.
In.
Wager her question would be, why the hell's he in here? But
Well, if nobody has any pressing questions.
How do you get this thing off my hand?
You don't.
Skin grab.
How do I quit?
You don't.
On a sword.
It's actually not inaccurate.
Or when a little bitch betrays you. Either one of those.
Mm-hmm. That can happen too.
Someone sounds salty.
Yeah, it was a difficult time.
Oh, the bitch got what he deserved in the end.
Yeah, he did. Sean has a slight tone of satisfaction in his voice.
Out of character, he's talking about Jason.
Yeah.
Yep. And Sean agrees with him.
Jesus, don't speak ill of the dead.
Well, I suppose the location of Gabriella is the only question.
Perhaps you might like to know how to retrieve her.
Oh, I know how to retrieve her.
That
I
doesn't.
never portal an iron blade.
I was gonna say it doesn't get all the fairy to kill us, but
Well, a fairy, it's the Autumn Court. They're fucking tiny.
Ha ha!
Not tiny, but they're hardly all a fairy.
I was gonna say famous last words.
What's an autumn court?
All these
Right.
questions.
What's a paladin?
I am
They are
very
asking a lot of questions, but I've only asked one.
very well.
When you bring me the answer, the knife shall be yours, as agreed upon.
Then show me the knife.
Sean pulls out one of the dragon knives.
He
He did keep one with him.
he stretches out his hand as if, you know, asking you to place it in
As if the
his palm.
Well, I'm trying to think of a good way to word this. This is an examination, not a payment. I place it lightly on his palm.
He takes it, twirls it around, looks at it, sits it down, folds his hands over top of it, and looks at you and says, Entropis Tor. It is an old, old castle, back before the days of summer and winter.
Where is it?
Back before both got their sway. That is where the King of Autumn makes his bed. It is if any place in which that your daughter will be held, it will be inside of Entropis Tor.
But you don't know for sure. You're just
That is
assuming.
a half satisfactory answer, I suppose.
And is a what?
All right, well, I said there's a half satisfactory answer, I suppose. So, with payment here comes a secondary deal. Knife is yours, but if my daughter is not in that castle, you will find out where she is. So, in order to uphold the bargain that you are fulfilling now.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there in the middle.
Basically, if Gabriella isn't in the castle, he goes and finds where she is. Because the question was, where is she? He's answering with where he believes she should be. For now, that is satisfactory. But if he turns out to be false, then he has to go find out.
Here is what I will tell you.
He gets the knife for now, basically.
Yeah, and he goes.
Or more accurately,
very
if he gets the knife, it's his. But if he's wrong, he has to find the correct answer.
Yes, but he goes, I will accept that, on caveat that it only happens if I am wrong. If she is there and and you bungle it and she is spirited away, I
Then
am not
you
at
have no
fault.
obligation to find her. Agreed.
Very well. Best of luck to you. He pulls out a business card, slides it to you, in case you have any more questions.
You have my thanks. And do take this in the best of ways when I say that I sincerely hope I'll not need your help again.
Very well. He stands, brushes his suit up, straightens it down a little bit, and then just walks out.
Well, gentlemen, and Kidlin, I believe we have our targets.
You're not very good at making deals.
Oh, please. I've been holding on to that knife for years. I've never gotten much use of it, and I've got 2 more.
You never give people the first thing they ask for. Bargain.
You give them the first thing you do give them the first thing you ask for. The first thing they ask for means almost nothing to you. Because then they're satisfied and more likely to come back and deal with you again. A hard bargainer will often find himself out of places to shop.
You should go check on Riley.
I do believe I should. And Sean's gonna go upstairs and check on Riley.
All right. Riley is upset, of course, holding your guys' kid, sitting with the other children.
Daddy, why do you want to get rid of your new tattoo? You just got it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm going to guess that you want to keep an eye on the kids this time.
She nods.
Alright.
But I want to go with you also.
That would probably break certain laws. It definitely would.
What?
Uh,
What do you think?
Just
Don't tell me
brainstorm
you're
solutions.
thinking about violating laws.
No,
God
no,
damn
no.
it! I've met.
I can't even do magic. I couldn't break them if I tried. Trying to think of solutions wherein you can stay here and watch the kids and come along, and all of them involve cloning or time travel.
You are a stubborn man, Sean Allister. I do not put it past you find a way to break every one of the 7 laws without ever casting any kind of magic.
That is a
If
fair
you
worry,
mind,
all things considered.
she's kind of like lets out a half maniacal, half sobbing laugh as she says that, just sort of relaxes back, and then starts crying.
I'm gonna brace her, give her a shoulder to cry on.
I can't lose her.
We're not going to. I will get her back.
She nods and she cries. So you 3 are downstairs.
Yes, harassing Eddie about his tattoo.
Yep.
Didn't he already explain about it?
Why he wants to get rid of it.
Because that woman gave it to me after saying that I had to join her or she wouldn't forget me leading the kids into the trap. Which means I'm also her servant, which she demanded I help Sean get his kid back. Or just do whatever he says in general.
Then you should go find her.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't end there. I just have to keep doing what she says until I die, so I don't want to do that.
Did she say that?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't sound very convincing.
Well, if I were to... As there wasn't exactly a timeline involved.
Maybe she's just giving you a chance to fix your mistake. Either way, you shouldn't take that jerk's word for it. Just because he said so. Until you try.
Yeah, but what can I do? I don't know anything about alternate dimensions.
Alternate dimensions?
We could go as Maddie's uncle, brother person. He summons demons. They must come from somewhere.
Huh.
Maybe he can just unsummon you.
Usually things get unsummoned, they get sent somewhere. I don't want to go anywhere.
Go somewhere. So we'll just ask him to unsummon you to where Gabby is.
Yay. That's a good idea.
But I'm not a demon. Well, if I get sent to the wrong place, that sounds like a terrible idea.
You won't know until you try.
I don't know. I had the same idea when I was thinking about taking the kids outside. It could be a trap. Well, won't know till I try.
That's fair.
Alright, so, real quick, not to interrupt, I would like to intervene and appear in this scene. Before I do, there's a scene that I may or may not have to resolve with Riley real quick. Do you guys mind if
Alright.
I go through that so I can actually appear in this scene?
Okay.
Alright. Brandon.
Travis.
Yes.
No.
What?
Travis, I whispered something to you.
Yes.
But anyway, continue. Sean.
Right. So, I told Riley that I was going to get her back. Does she look properly comforted, or does she still look scared?
Her kid's gone, dude. She still looks scared. Like,
Right.
I don't think there's anything you could legitimately say to, you know.
I disagree, and I am going to do it. Alright. Because she is not comforted, Sean is going to go to her and in a serious voice, going to say, actually, what's Riley's family name? I'm on the archives, so.
That is... Riley's family name is a huge ball of worms? Oh, wait. No, it's not. She's Riley... What was it?
Well, let's see. Her dad, who she absolutely hates saying, was Flynn.
Yeah.
Her mom's family name, who she also kind of hates, was
Bagwell.
Bagwell.
Baggins.
Wait. What's her middle name?
Anne.
Right. So considering the contention between names, yeah, I'm going to say Riley Ann Flynn Bagwell Allister. I swear to you on my name, my power, and my blade that I will bring our daughter back home safe, even if I have to part the skies and dive into hell itself to grab her. I will not rest until she is back. I give you my word. I was going to maintain eye contact while I was doing this. Which isn't going to do the soul gaze thing because I'm pretty sure they've already made that contact.
Done that, yeah. You can... Admittedly, the thing is, she, as you say it, she breaks eye contact. She looks down. It doesn't make her happy. I
I'll
know
still
you
go
mean
through with the
well.
promise.
I know you mean well, Sean. I know you do, and I'm not doubting that you're going to do everything you can, but I am so afraid to lose you too. I can't do that. Sean, I nearly died yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
She could have killed me. And she told me that the next time she would. You see her, she's shaking as she says this. I don't know if I can beat her. I ran my sword through her, and she just used it to disarm me and then beat me. Like I was that girl. That girl from back before I met you. The girl in that fucking house. She breaks down again.
without a doubt, the strongest person I have ever met in my entire life. And if you lost that night, it is only because you entered unprepared. I know that if you look into it, find out what she is, you can beat her easily. Don't look at yourself like this. You're so much stronger than you think you are. You believe you are right now.
Roll empathy.
I know you are. The fuck is my empathy at?
This is legit you trying to connect with her.
Do I get any bonuses for,
No, just roll.
this roll? Alright. Alright. I am going to, what the, zoom. Let's see. I'm going to tag Past Adventures in Frederick. Let's see. Always a hero. And my high concept. Make that 8.
Only your past adventures in Frederick really count for this.
My high
I can
concept.
see why. Your high concept is three-eyed Olympian god of chaos. That's not going to help you connect with your wife. You always being a hero is kind of a problem here. But your past adventures in Frederick definitely works. So I'll take that one and that one alone.
All right.
Got that. That's a 4. So you made a great show of empathy. Not superb, but great. Great's good. She kind of nods and she...
Sean's never been the most empathic character.
Oh no, I totally understand that. This was actually a really good thing. But it's like she's like, I understand, Sean. And I want you to know that I love you. And I know that you have to go do this. And it eats me up inside that I am torn between staying here and going with you. Because the one thing I want to do is go wherever she is, pull her out of harm's, and just hold her close and let her know that I am always going to be there for her. If you need anything, I can help. I can do that. We can find some way to keep the kids safe. Maybe send them to ferry themselves with Brian and Shay and I don't know. Let them spend, I don't know, a few days in a lush garden, or maybe the rest of their lives, because I'm scared that if we go into a Fae stronghold, we're not coming back out. But I want you to go, and I want you to get our daughter back. There you go. There's a compel.
What's compel for?
Go and get your fucking daughter back, or at least start setting things into motion to do that.
Alright. Give her a firm nod saying, stay safe, keep the kids safe. I will be back. And I'm going to go downstairs and intervene in the conversation.
All right. Travis.
Yeah.
Did you see the note?
Yes.
Right.
So, Parvus, what's that you got there on whatever limb it's on?
Huh?
Eddie sort of points towards a tattoo that Parvus has.
It's tattoo.
It's that tattoo on your hand that keeps showing up no matter what you change into.
Oh, okay. I think I know what that is out of character, but I don't know. It's not as cool as yours, Eddie, but I have a tattoo.
So, looking at them, does it look the same as mine or different?
Not as yours.
Does it look
It
similar
has
to
a
something
similar-
else?
Yeah.
Can Eddie place where he's seen it?
On a note telling you how to get girls.
Huh. Okay.
It's not the same tattoo, but it seems like a similar style.
Yeah, okay. This reminds me of something. Do you know where you got that, Parv?
Out of character, I genuinely don't know where he got that, and in character, I
Does Parv know where he got that?
don't think he.
No.
Yeah, he has no idea then. It's like, I don't know. Good question.
Everybody and their tattoos.
Hey, Sean, do you have a tattoo?
The rat with the dragon tattoo?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't because when I'm entwined, entrenched with Summer, I'm not technically part of the court.
I think he just means a tattoo in general, but
Yeah.
you can just be like, I have a skull.
Did you go out to a parlor and ever get a tattoo when you were drunk?
They don't actually tattoo you when you're drunk.
Depends if they're wild fae.
Hmm.
Point.
You know what? Sure. Sean has a tattoo on his back. It is 2 crossed sabers behind his family crest.
And now the tattoo comparison begins.
Hitler's going to sulk.
She upset that she doesn't have a tattoo.
She'll get a full body tattoo of someone 1 inch shorter than her.
Hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
anyway. What are you all doing?
Wondering how the hell I got a tattoo.
It's always been there. You just thought that it was like,
It's weird that looks kind of similar to signature I got from that person.
Person.
Mean lady?
Yeah. The one that you were sort of having a fight with, but not really.
Well, no, because Maddie loves me. Where were you?
I was right there in the front. Full view. objective set of eyes investigating supernatural phenomena.
Excuse me? That was not a supernatural phenomenon.
No, except for the part where she turned into a horror and was all spooky.
Spooky.
What are you talking about, Eddie?
The flesh golem thing.
Oh, I thought you said Maddie declaring her love for me was a supernatural phenomenon.
No, not quite.
I mean, maybe.
Well, obviously, you put a love spell on her.
I was about to say, it probably depends on the strength of your natural veils. Veils? No. Glamours. And personality, really. Yeah, Kitsune. Kitsune are, in fact, supernaturally charismatic.
I am indeed. But what does that have to do with me besting the undead chick?
I don't know.
I forget where this is going. Anyways, her signature looks sort of similar to that
I'm not sure I want to know where this is going.
that hand tattoo that Parvus has.
Maybe we should ask her.
I don't know how to find her.
Oh, come on. You're a fox. Just to follow this smell of rotting meat. Oof. Remember that?
So, every restaurant. That'll really narrow it down, Eddie.
Yeah. Tracking by scent in New York City is not a good way to go. Well, it all smells of piss. So.
Sounds like excuses to me.
And the sewers smell marginally better. No, or worse, depending on your view. Or if you're a rat.
Then I suggest you try it.
Only one of us has, supernatural senses and the ability to turn into a fox. But personally, I'm in no hurry to meet her again anyways.
Guessing you don't like her then?
That's just kind of snarky.
I mean, Maddie seems to like her.
I don't know. Well, we might run into her then. I don't know. New York's a big place. I can imagine run into you guys after all, so.
Also, she can leap along buildings and keep up with a driving vehicle and then jump in front of it. So, might want to watch out for that.
Suffering a major gut wound.
Yes,
How she got that wound?
she got better.
Yes, Maddie is amazing.
Sean.
Yeah?
Did you just hear what it asked?
Not really. It's sort of
She said
fuzzy.
she wondered how that girl even got that gut wound.
Which girl? The undead one?
Yeah.
How did she get that wound? Never said, did she?
No, just that somebody got lucky.
The world may never know.
In the sex way.
I don't know. She did say she was a better lay than you.
Right then. So, I assume you guys have some questions.
Yeah,
Something
like
about general.
why me?
Because you were unlucky.
Now though, how'd they know to don't get them now? Like, have the children never been unattended?
It was probably because Sean opened his big fat mouth.
What?
Brutal. Jeez.
To who?
The main people at the bar.
Just out of character, quickly. I don't know if Eddie's like actually up to speed on what happened at the bar and why all that shit happened. So that's why I'm doing this.
So, long and short of it is, Ragnar was never really our friend, and every free drink he's ever given you is a debt.
Oh, what?
A debt. Something you have to pay back.
Oh, great. That's
I paid off my debt, but obviously it came at a greater cost than anticipated.
That was part of the consequence.
Yeah, more or less. That's something you're going to see with fairies. They offer you something, you take it, you owe them for that thing.
Oh, well, it's almost enough to make a man paranoid.
Good, you got a head start. Might end up better than I did.
Well,
Or
I'm
you
sort
could
of...
not like Gabe.
I believe you also had questions about your tattoo and your current employer.
Yeah.
Well, the long and short of it is, that tattoo isn't going to come off until Shay says it does. And you're going to be working with her until she says you're no longer in debt.
Talking about in the bar?
What? Say it again.
The Shayla Larson lady that you were talking about in the bar.
Whoa, don't say
Do
that
not
name.
say that name.
But you said it?
Yeah, because I know her and we needed her. Right. Caitlin, how much do you know about supernatural beings?
Enough to not piss them off, generally.
Did you know that if you say the name of a supernatural being 3 times, it's enough to summon them to your position? Location?
No,
Yeah, that's the
but
thing.
no one's ever done that.
Especially with fairies. Well, nobody knows your true name. With fairies, with particularly large supernatural beings, it doesn't even take necessarily the true name, just an associate name. Shit, with the current Lady of Summer, which would be Larson, if you simply say her full name 3 times, that will get her attention. Same deal with the Queen of Summer. What?
I don't see how that's a bad thing.
Well, it's an ambivalent thing at best. Imagine that you could summon the leader of Russia to your side at any moment, but he doesn't know who you are, and he was probably in the middle of something busy. He was probably in the middle of something important.
Wait, why don't you just make that, or have that guy find out who specifically took the kids and then summon them here? And tell them to give them back.
Because that wouldn't accomplish anything.
Why don't you go barter for her?
Well, that's awfully pessimistic. No, with that attitude, you won't accomplish anything.
The first plan A is to go barter for her. If that falls through, plan B involves a lot of iron.
How's that going to help?
It's anthem. It's an anthema to fairies.
Like a
Anathema.
song? An anthem? What?
Anthema. What?
Anathema.
Anathema. All right.
Sorry.
It's an
I had to.
anathema to fairies. Iron is to fairies as getting shot is to humans. Except much worse.
Correction.
Fire.
Iron
It's like
is
fire.
No. Iron is to fairies as toxic waste.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Oh,
It's
wow.
toxic waste is to humans.
Well, then. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
It's
just
considered
go
incredibly
make
offensive
some
to bring
armor.
iron into the home of a fairy. But on the other hand, it's also incredibly offensive to kidnap somebody's children, so they have it coming.
So basically what you're saying is it's bad news if people know true names.
Oh, it is very, very bad news. So much more bad news than, well, like I said, iron is bad for fairies. Knowing somebody's true name is worse for them than having iron than iron is for fairies. If you know somebody's true name, you can do almost anything to them.
Good to know. I
Mm-hmm.
won't go shouting my name around at people.
Whose name? I did not hear what you said.
I will not. Good to know. I will not go shouting my name around to people.
Oh, that's not your true name. Your true name is different from your name. Your true name is a series of names or words or something that can describe who you are at a very deep and personal level. Only you can know your true name to start with, and only you can give it to somebody else. Once they have it, they can give it to somebody else themselves. Words either, it's the way it's intoned, the way it's said.
Like you
Simply-
giving it to Eddie.
Sort of. Thing is, that was not Shay's true name. That was just her name. It had that effect because of how powerful she is. And also because she's a fairy.
Well, in fact, that was her true name.
Is that her true name now?
Yes.
Ah. Well, I'm still going to stick with that's not really her true name. Mostly because people don't need to know that's her true name.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Anyways, let's see. I believe somebody asked what the Never Never is.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
sort
a
of
horror.
like
Don't go
it's. One might call it something akin to a spirit world, the spirit world, something like what you might see in media, where it's like the ideals behind areas are sort of manifest inside of it. In the Never Never, everything is made of ectoplasm. Yeah. Which is in itself a manifestation, a collation of power. the ectoplasm in the Never Never can be pulled out into the real world and shaped. That knife that I gave to Fabian, that was made out of Never Never stuff. That's sort of what made it valuable. It was power given form.
Wouldn't it like get shattered or something if it touched iron?
No. The rules concerning ectoplasm can be hazy sometimes, depending on how it's manifested.
Huh.
Ghosts manifest using ectoplasm, but they can be dismissed and destroyed using a variety of things. Salt, heavy earth metals, design I've heard of people using. However, wizards can also pull ectoplasm out of the Never Never to form constructs, and those can't be destroyed in that same manner, though they can be dismissed by other wizards. The knife was formed in a similar way to how a wizard might create it, though clearly stronger, as a construct made by a wizard would be destroyed when the sun came up.
Whoa. Now the sun has to do with this? I'm not following any of this.
It's a metaphorical thing, I guess? I don't know. That's going into the area of magic, and that's a whole other can of worms that we don't need to go into. The point is, the Never Never is a spiritual, emotional, ideal realm, where the ideas that form an area are what forms that area in the Never Never. People can cross into the Never Never at certain points where the membrane is weaker, and certain beings can just tear open a hole whenever they like. Ugh.
Okay. I think I understand.
It's a bad place. Don't go there.
That makes more sense. There we go.
Yeah.
It's not so much that it's a bad place as it is dangerous for mortals.
So bad place.
For you.
Dangerous for everyone that goes there.
Not for the beings who live there.
Yeah, it's dangerous for them too.
Hey, it's dangerous for them too, but it's not necessarily bad.
So we're saying is that's
It's
where
a
the
weird
Illuminati
one.
lives. Well, the super
No.
Illuminati.
Maybe? Again, whole nother can of worms. See any other questions?
There's a knock at your door.
So how are we going to bargain for your kids? But I guess you should answer that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go open the door.
There is a woman in a suit and a few police officers.
Hello? Can I help you?
Well, are you Sean Allister?
Yes.
All right, Sean. I am. Would you please step outside?
What is this about?
Are you stepping outside?
Yeah.
All right. So the cops step up. They kind of grab you, and they turn you around. They push you against the side of the or they kind of like push past you and kind of go inside as the other lady is standing there. It's like, we need you to check on your children.
Hold on.
What? What?
soon as the cops start coming in, Caitlin glamours herself. And then she's going to sneak upstairs.
Why?
It's the fuzz.
And he's like, why didn't you hide me too, dang it?
Quick, use your magic.
We have some questions that we need to ask you down at the station.
Mm-hmm.
We have a what's it called, a person here. I am from the Child Safety Board. There is some reports that this house may be unsafe. It has been recommended that the children be removed from your custody until a full investigation can be taken underway.
Mm-hmm. One sec. I want to roll scholarship. Ah, shit. Well. Alright, basically I want to establish knowledge, enough legal knowledge in order to talk my way out of this. Basically ask her if she has, I assume you put together these warrants? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Warrants this, papers that.
Mr. Alistair, your wife is alleging that you have been physically abusive to her.
My wife said that.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I believe you.
Well, you can believe me or not, but if you resist, we are going to have to get rough with you. But I'm sure a big man like you likes to hit a woman. You can take a punch, right?
John's not saying anything. She's just standing there, maintaining eye contact.
Ice cream.
Has his arms crossed.
What?
Has his arms crossed.
No, that wasn't to you. Sorry. We can discuss this down at the station. If it's a mistake, we'll get it all cleared up. All right? Hey, Sean?
Yeah?
Remember where your wife is?
She's upstairs.
No.
All right, she's in the hospital. This is trouble.
So, are you resisting?
No.
All right.
I'm going to ask, where did my wife contact them from?
We'll discuss that down at the station. Caitlin!
Yep.
Who are you veiling?
Well, just me to get upstairs.
All right. There's a knock on the door.
Shit. Riley, should I do all of them?
What's going on? The door's opening.
Capture here.
What are you doing?
I'm failing Riley.
Just Riley?
Yes. I'm gonna tag my headphones up.
All right. So Riley's there holding her, her kids. They come in, they start, what are they doing? They're taking my kids!
They said Sean hurt you.
What? What the? Are you trying to calm her down?
Yeah.
All right, roll me. I don't know, rapport or empathy. All right, you managed to stop her from blowing the gasket. As she's got her kid in there, and it's kind of more a thing. Is like, if I unveil you, they're gonna take that one too.
Yeah.
Like, gah! So she stays really quiet as they take away the rest of the kids. So Sean.
Yeah.
All right, so you get taken down to the police station. You get brought into a room. You get sat down at one police plaza. Man kind of walks in, sits down, and goes, "So, you're Mr. Alistair, correct?"
I am.
All right, so we've had we were doing our investigation into your wife's assaults, and some very disturbing things come up that we'd like you to clear up, such as where you got those marks on your hands.
I got what? What? Say it one
The
more time.
marks, where you got those marks on your hands.
What marks are you referring to? What marks is he referring to?
The scars and stuff on your hands.
I got in a lot of fights as a kid.
Any fights recently?
Pub brawl once, maybe. In all honesty.
What about fights with your wife?
Don't be ridiculous.
I would assume that you two spar out of character, or do you?
We do, but we use blunt weapons, and we wear armor when we do it.
All right.
That, and Sean still has a bad tendency of holding back whenever he fights her.
All right. But you do spar with her, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I will say, as someone who knows people that were in martial arts, even wearing the padded armor and stuff for practice, you still bruise people.
Yeah. I mean, Sean and Riley haven't sparred in a good long while, though. This has been taking up a long time. They've been taking up a lot of time. Plus,
So,
Sean keeps coming back drunk, tired.
so then what you're saying is you're out of practice and shouldn't have a 4 rating in weapons.
No, I have a 4 rating in weapons because I'm out of practice. It used to be 5.
All right. Anyway, so he basically walks you through a statement that was made by your wife in the hospital when they went to question her. One of the questions they asked was, "Has your husband ever struck you?" And the answer is yes. Does he do it often? Yes. Usually around and then a certain amount of time. In the facts of the story that are shown there, it seems that everything said here is true, but it is obvious that they are jumping to the wrong conclusion. Mostly because they didn't ask other questions. And the fact that you have a fairy who's pretending to be your wife currently?
Yeah.
You think to volunteer.
Yep. All right.
No, this
so
is...
clarifications and convincings are in order. First
Yes,
clarification. My wife and I are both, what's a good word to say? Explain this.
martial artists.
Yeah. Both martial artists, and we fairly often. Spar fairly often. It has been a little while. If you go back to the hospital and ask her if we spar, she will tell you that we do. That is why she gave you those specific times. That's our schedule.
All right. They make you wait there a few hours by the time that they go back and check. After they do that, they let you out, apologizing for wasting your time.
It's all right. I can see how you jumped to the conclusion. Plus, considering how common abuse has become these days, it's really sad that it's the most logical conclusion, really.
Well, yeah, it is. Again, we're sorry for this.
We'll be all right.
Good luck with your kids.
Thank you.
They kind of walk away.
Woo!
Hey, Sean.
Mm-hmm. Not out of the frying pan yet, am I?
Here's a
Out
chip.
of the frying pan. Fire. What? Sorry, say it again.
Here's a chip.
What for?
Tagging one of the aspects of the police that have in this area, which is order than law.
Order than law.
Mm-hmm.
What are you tagging for? Or what's the tag representing here? What are you doing? What do, Brendan? What do?
What do? What do is the fact that there was an investigation opened up into your character over whether or not you were abusive towards your wife, which may or may not make it very difficult to get back the kids that were taken from you. The kids you're supposed to be watching over.
Hmm. Can I counter-compel that with one of my aspects, or do I have to pay it off with a chip?
You would have. Well, what aspect would you think would be usable?
Well, you said the aspect that you're tagging is order than law,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Parvus.
Well, the only one I could argue is supernatural detective, and say that I have done detective work for the police. Or they know I've done detective work in the past, and yeah, forget it. I was going to pay it off with a chip.
Yeah. Cops are...
Too much talking, too much complication.
Yeah. Boom, there we go. One more.
Boom, here we go.
All right. So now...
It's nice having extra chips. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It takes...
I missed them already.
it takes you quite a while, but you're able to get them returned that night. All right? It requires you basically going down and causing quite a scene, and yeah, you are threatening to call people and saying that your wife was just assaulted, and then they launch this investigation, and you cause quite a fuss and threaten to call the mayor and all this other stuff. But there's enough people who can go to bat for you that the investigation kind of gets put on hold, and they're like, your kids will be returned. There's a foster care system anyway for them. You know, do you have anyone that you can make sure can watch these kids? Look, do you have any of your friends who's willing to stay over and help you watch the kids while your wife is in the hospital?
Yes.
All right. Are these respectable adults, not drug users or anything like that could hurt your chances? Because look, we're suggesting that the kids stay with you, but there's going to be civil checks to make sure there's not a problem.
The name of the mother of the babysitter that I usually hire.
She probably can't do it. She was able to fill in that once.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I'm hiring her specifically. That's the name I'm giving them because, well, she is the babysitter's mother and as such responsible for the character of said babysitter, and also because that is the name of an actual adult.
All right. So we'll be checking in with her to make sure that everything's fine. If she's going to be staying over with you, then.
Yeah. Actually, now another thing about that's not the name I give them. I give them Madeline's name.
All
Madeline
right.
It is specified somebody be staying with me and watch them, not a babysitter. Yes, a Madeline Walker. His name I give them.
All right.
Not a drug user. In fact, she is a doctor. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Gets the point.
Okay. We will recommend that they stay in the home, but there are going to be visits.
Understandable. Inner Alistair. Fuck!
What?
I said inner Alistair. Fuck! God damn it, I need more favors from fairies. Fucking glamour. I need to learn that trick.
All right. So, Kitlin, Parvus, Eddie, while Sean's away, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna make sure that Riley's calm. If Sean went with them, I'm sure he'll handle it.
Oh, yeah. Sean, you definitely got a call from, like, Kitlin or someone. Basically being like, so I'm calling for Riley, who's freaking out, and she wants to know what's going on.
Everything's fine. There's an investigation done into there's an investigation that's made into Riley's injuries. I've cleared it up. Everything's okay.
My injuries? But I'm healed. Everything's fine. What's going on?
Perfect. It's a perfectly reasonable investigation considering her stay in the hospital.
Wait. Did something happen at the hospital?
The cops probably came and questioned you.
Damn it, fairies!
Everything's good now. I threatened to pull on a lot of very dangerous strings and got the kids back.
Right. Out of character, I'm fairly certain that the way you went about it would never have fucking worked. But because this is a game, totally works that way.
TV logic.
Yay.
Maybe logic.
So Eddie is assuming the internet still there still
I
works,
do
is
like-
looking up
I
wrought
wanna
iron
say,
hats to protect
I do
his thoughts
like
from the
the
super
idea
Illuminati.
of Sean calling up the mayor, saying, "I want my kids back, and bitch, you owe me after the ghost problem." That's just a delightful image in my head.
Eddie, what were you saying when before that I couldn't hear it.
Oh, Eddie's searching for wrought iron hats online to protect his thoughts from the super Illuminati.
For when foil doesn't cut it.
Yep.
So you have a overpowering urge to start cleaning the house. Eddie,
That's what the chip is for.
Yeah.
Overpowering urge, start cleaning the house. That's it.
Yeah. Tidying up, making sure everything's attended to, like a good little squire.
All right.
Sean, you come home to some of the cleanest you've ever seen the house.
I'm
Oh.
gonna ask Riley. Who
This is a pleasant change of pace.
I didn't say hear you, Steph. You
I'm
kind of cut
asking
out.
Riley who attacked her.
Oh. A warlock. I was hunting her down. I really don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Kind of traumatic. Got stabbed. Not a fun time.
Lots of people got stabbed last night.
What do you mean lots of people got stabbed last night?
This weird zombie chick got stabbed and came and asked Maddie to stitch her up.
Wait.
God fucking damn it.
Ah.
Stop throwing my wife into mortal peril.
Madeline,
Said the magic words.
Madeline,
Fuck.
you saw her.
Yeah.
What did you do?
And Eddie.
Generally I tried to get between the two of them. She and Maddie seem to know each other though.
What did Maddie do?
Bishop of gut wound.
You helped her?
No. Maddie helped her.
All right. Take a note, Travis. That's how you shift the blame.
I know. I just didn't want to sell out Sean. Believe
Selling
me,
out,
the
he did
thought
the
was
same for
coursing through Eddie's mind to just throw it out and say, not my fault. Clearly incapable, but no. Eddie was an upstanding guy who led children to their certain demise.
I mean, she had enough other stitches that I don't think it really mattered.
I need to talk to that girl.
Quote unquote talk.
Yes.
Okay, but she needs time.
For all you know, she could be out there messing around with warlocks right now.
Maddie wouldn't do that.
Don't you know? She's had her whole world upended. She's probably doing a lot of things she's never done before.
Trust Maddie, she wouldn't summon demons.
Yeah, not like her
brother
relative.
does. Her uncle does.
He
It's
might
not like
have
it runs in the
permission.
family or anything.
Yes, but he has training. I don't think he's just gonna let her do it.
Warlocks don't let people do it. Warlocks just do it. Warlocks just hurt people. They leave 1,000 injured corpses in their wake to learn how to do one thing.
What's that?
Whatever they want to do.
That's not one thing.
I seriously don't want to have to cut her head off.
Can dead people be warlocks?
No. Dead people are dead.
Then the girl that Maddie stitched up wasn't a warlock.
No, but she could still lead Maddie to becoming a warlock.
Oh.
And she is still an unnatural creature. Wait. You knew she was... How? When did you guys...
I found out last night.
Okay. Would have been nice to know that before I went and stabbed her.
So look at me.
Sean, she hands you Clark, Alistair. I need to go lie down before I stab something again.
That's probably a good idea. Hey,
He walks
Clark.
out of the room.
Come on, kids. Auntie Kitlin's gonna teach you how to forge through the dumpster.
Yeah, no. That's not happening.
No. This is far. Actually, wait. The kids aren't actually Fae, are they?
Yes.
They are.
Okay.
They are Fae. That's why they're important.
They're half Fae.
But for now.
Wait, is Iron's toxic to them though?
It's iffy.
Rather,
Iron will likely hurt them about as much as it hurts a normal person.
So if they get stabbed, okay.
Let's just say
Iron starts to get dangerous for half Fae when it's stuck inside them. It can cut off powers. It doesn't burn them though.
if you cut them with a knife made of steel or iron, they won't just be able to heal it up normally. But if they get a splinter, they can probably heal that pretty fast if they have any kind of recovery power.
Yeah. The difference between using iron on a half fairy and using on a human, the difference between using on a fairy and a half fairy is that if you use it on a fairy, it might outright kill that fairy, and if it doesn't, they're going to be scarred for a long time. If you use it on a half fairy, they're just going to have to wait and heal like the rest of us do.
Okay.
So Parvus, someone talked about foraging through dumpsters.
Yeah, guess what's not happening?
but there's good food in dumpsters that they just throw out.
There's good food in the fridge, just ask.
Fridge, you say?
So you're saying if the children get lost in the bowels of the city, you don't want them to know how to survive?
I don't want them getting lost in the bowels of the city.
But what about when you take them downtown? Or to Chinatown?
I have a minivan.
Must be a big minivan.
These are skills that they should know.
No, it's not.
It's just finding food in the concrete jungle, though, right?
Yep.
You know what? When we end up homeless and moneyless, then they can learn to forage through dumpsters. Until then, I'm buying food for them.
You're no fun.
Yeah, well, dumpsters are unsanitary.
Psh. The burger I had yesterday doesn't.
You know, if you just shelter them, they're never going to build an immune system.
be your blood.
I don't even know about immune
They'll
system.
probably be allergic to everything. And
not going to be
non.
allergic to anything. Not going to be allergic to everything. Not going to be allergic to anything. They're half Fey.
Is that how that works?
Kind of.
Hmm.
I mean, they won't have hay fever.
I'm allergic to pain, so.
Everybody's allergic to pain to some degree. It's how it
Right.
works.
So, guys, what is your plan? As fun as this is, and I absolutely love the 3 people arguing to try to convince Sean to let us toss root through garbage find food is absolutely hilarious. But what's your guys' plan moving forward?
Do love these conversations. All right. The plan as such is to either get help from Shay or call in a favor from a fairy. Actually, no, not doing that. It's the previous plan. Current plan is Riley's going to stay here and watch the kids, and she's going to use a glamour or veil or whichever she can do. I know she can do them. She can do them very well. She's
Dale.
going to make herself look and sound like me. Madeline's going to stay here with her, and when they're not being visited, they can talk about warlock stuff and why it's not a good thing for Madeline to go into that area.
You don't
You
want
can
to
even give her the pamphlet on warlocks and you. Do's and do nots. Do not become a warlock. Do not become a warlock.
Okay,
It's a
so
pretty short pamphlet.
do not expand your skill set. So I'm messing with you.
But there's a difference between learning how to do magic and becoming a warlock.
I know. I'm messing with
The
you.
difference there being one's a sorcerer and one's a murderer.
No. Some warlocks aren't murderers. Some of them just fuck with your head.
Fucking mind
There's
magic.
none of them have never murdered anybody.
Some
Never
of them
murdered
just
anybody.
talk with these super.
They've only threatened
things
the
and beyond.
They've only threatened the stability of space, time, and risked pulling in Cthulhu.
Cthulhu's not the scary one, though.
Yes, Cthulhu's
Pretty
the
nice.
scary one.
You just haven't met Cthulhu.
Yeah, you
No,
don't know
None of us have
Cthulhu.
met Cthulhu. Nobody actually knows what Cthulhu is or is like because we can't comprehend him.
He must be so lonely. If only someone would just reach out.
It's a good thing that you don't know his actual name.
Yeah, that's another good. Well, that's actually different. Yeah, there's a whole ritual you have to go through in order to summon one of the old ones. Well, the true old ones, anyways. But we don't talk about that, and we don't do that because that breaks so many of the rules. It's just not even worth considering, especially considering that they're practically antimatter.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I think
Yeah,
I know
Billy
more
only
than
breaks
you.
one of the
Could
rules.
they possibly be crazier than me? Come on.
I like it. Eddie's just there, and then all of a sudden you just hear, "No!" Riley just leaps through the air, her katana flies out, just chops off his head. It's the only way to be sure.
And then Azathoth flies out. Oh,
Then send
Anyway,
tentacles out from any
Here,
seven.
Riley, they're going to watch the kids. Riley will pretend to be me, and they can talk about why Madeline should avoid becoming a warlock, while we go into the Never Never and get back my daughter.
How are you going to go into the Never Never?
I will probably, I don't know, either tear open a hole or get help from somebody.
How?
Ooh, I bet I can do it. We'll have to go to Japan, though.
Yeah,
It's Chinatown.
or I could take 5 minutes focusing in the backyard.
Oh, fuck. That's right. There's something in Chinatown.
Yeah, before we go and actually do stuff, how many skill points do we have?
As many as we started with.
No. We got two.
Plus one. Oh, we
Okay.
got 2 significance?
Yeah.
I thought we only got 1.
There was a significant at the end of the game right before the break where Maddie discovered her thing, and you discovered the bar was a horrible, terrible place.
That's the first one we got.
Yeah. And you had a significant last game also
Oh,
for the whole kidnapping event and everything, and you guys basically coming together as a group.
All right.
All right.
I did.
Is Superb still unavailable?
What?
Superb still unavailable?
Verb is still unavailable.
Damn it.
Hmm.
One day my swordblade shall transcend back to its rightful place. In the meantime, though, intimidate up.
I will add the 2 significance later. Intimidate up.
Intimidate's a good skill.
That is
Especially
when.
for the right words.
And
Right words are something stronger than them.
Oh, by the way, I'm also giving you guys two major milestones already this game.
Seriously?
Not major,
What?
sorry, 2 minor.
Okay.
I'm about to say, that's a lot of advancement. Like, I appreciate the extra 2 fate points, but that's a bit fast.
This immediately makes me scared. Like, oh shit, what are we going up again?
You're going up against a place I called Entropis Tor.
Right, what are we going up against, and who did we defeat without noticing it? What 2 major forces did we accidentally kill to earn 2 fate points? Because that's how that works.
Yeah, it really.
Damn, we should have firebomb fate.
It's
Did I
either-
stab somebody important and forget about it?
Wait, you can earn fate points by killing things? We didn't kill enough things in New Orleans, man.
Sort of. You earn fate point. You earn an extra fate point, permanent fate point on your character. Everybody does when we solve one of the major effects of the area. One
Do
of
you
the
remember
big
the
problems.
Jensening? Do you remember the Jensening?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember how at the end of the Jensening you got a fate chip, even though it was the middle of the fucking
Oh, yeah.
plot arc? You got it because you said, "Fuck it, I'm solving this problem."
Oh, yeah. You advance the story and solve problems. Fate points follow.
And you then created, and then you made Jackson Jensen into a Denarian, and he's still out there in the world today.
Meep.
Yep.
Wait, Trudinarian?
True Denarian, yeah.
Fuck. That's all I have to say. Fuck.
That was like one of the first like the New Orleans game, the amazing game that Travis was a part of and played a very key role in. What the first plot arc ended mid plot arc when his character, who had picked up a coin, said, "Fuck it, I'm taking up the power of this Denarian in a nothing fight."
We should have 22 skill points now, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Sounds right. I'll update everything for my character in a little bit.
Oh, Sean
Yes.
or Connor, I wouldn't be too upset with Travis. That wasn't him who wrote "Why Daddy" on her portrait. That was me.
Yeah, I figured that out when you said, "What's wrong?" in that voice that you do.
What voice?
What voice?
Voice.
Admittedly, Eddie has the girl. Eddie got fired.
Yeah. Oh, I have a
Yep.
kidnapped daughter. And that's something
She
to deal
hasn't
with.
showed up to wreak havoc yet.
I mean, you
To be
could.
fair, I also have Roignar to deal with, but I'll deal with him in a short amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could call her, right?
Sure.
To stop her from becoming a villain who kills us all.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
End of game, she becomes the villain that kills everyone.
She's the one. She becomes the one with the space laser. Friggin' space lasers.
Well, player decisions make the best.
Yeah.
Well, decisions and mistakes. Anyway,
I'll put that on the to-do list. We have
On
some
the- On the
downtime.
to-do list.
As in the first entry on the list that previously did not exist.
When are you going to get to the to-do list?
Next time someone asks, well, what are you doing now?
Well, what are you doing now?
Eddie's going to feel guilty and call Kathy.
All right. Hello,
Hello, Kathy. Hey, it's Eddie.
Eddie.
Listen,
Eddie, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I am so incredibly sorry.
You were trying to rob the hotel, and
No.
you used the room I gave you. To...
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Sorry. We were trying to rob the guy, not the hotel. And it turns out he is a dick.
Wait. You're serious? You're. Oh my god! You hear like a poof, like she just sat down. First, I thought maybe there was an excuse. Maybe you were gonna call and say no, it was all some misunderstanding and all this other stuff like that. But you. I lost my job, Eddie.
I'm so sorry. You have no idea. I'm in so deep in all this conspiracy stuff.
Hey, Eddie, Summer's always hiring.
Psst. Even I'm not that cruel.
You aren't
He's
that
a
cruel,
job,
but
not
you are
serving
influenced by Summer.
I just don't know what to say.
Look, I know a lot of
You are a
people,
job.
okay, despite how I look. I can get you another job. That's not
You can get her a better job.
a better job.
I can't believe I even liked you. He hangs up the phone.
Great.
Just gonna turn, walk away whistling.
I'm going to say that Eddie knows some managers of possibly either haunted or thought to be haunted places and he's going to call around seeing if any of them are looking to hire a person, probably starting with the fancier, more well-to-do ones.
All right, you need to make me a contacts roll.
Okay.
You're going to need pretty superb contacts.
I do have pretty good contacts, so we'll see if the dice favor me.
Alternatively, you may be able to tag well-off weirdo and just say that you declare it because you are well off.
And I thought I had things next to that to auto roll, but I guess not. But R40F.
Hey, Sean, there's mail on the table.
I don't recall bringing in the mail.
Of course, I get a net -1.
I open the sites! I don't do that. That'd be stupid. Those days of paranoia are over. Now are just days of bodily pain.
It's almost like you had a bitch boy running around your house doing everything that needed doing.
But where the hell is it?
Yeah.
There
I'm
we go.
sorry. I don't think with just. I think fair. That's fair or yeah, it's fair. Fair contacts is gonna get her.
Tag well off weirdo.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
fate
Of.
chips.
I'm also looking at my other things. Okay, just saying. But yeah, well off weirdo is the one that does jump out. So how about I spend a chip for +2 on that? And there's a random chip out here. That's not mine. I'll put mine near my face.
You can take your high concept. You're an individual paranormal investigator, but people form groups, and the groups could always use an intern.
Well, that's the other option. Is I was probably going.
But
to,
if you do tag that, you're probably going to get her involved in the world of the supernatural and paranatural, and she might not like that.
Yeah, well, she'll be more in the story. So besides being well off and knowing the mannerisms and the names of certain people, as a paranormal investigator, I've also actually spoken directly to certain of these people, and some people might owe me a favor or two for drawing some attention by saying, "Oh yeah, sure, this place is haunted," when it really isn't.
All right.
So give that a +4.
Bring that to a 6.
That's superb. All right. So you know that rich restaurant that you told me about?
Yes.
All right.
Was that a 2 by C?
Yeah, 2 by C. They have an opening, and like they're willing to hear your suggestions, especially if you'll do some more tours there for gratis, to make sure that they can get more money out of people.
I'll accept, and I'll send Kathy some text saying I got her, an interview with 2F by C.
I don't want to work on some stupid ship, Eddie. God.
I'll send her a link to the actual restaurant page, and
Your message bounces back. Like she might have blocked you.
what if Eddie tries to call her?
Boo doo doo. The person you're trying to dial fucking hates you right now.
Hey, is Kit still here?
Click.
Kit, give me
I
your
don't know,
phone.
Kit seemed to like whistle and walk away.
Parv, you don't have a phone. I'll just use the house phone here. Call her.
Hi, you've reached
Young love.
Catherine Bryce's phone, and if this is Eddie, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. She changed a lot of settings really quickly.
Damn it, Kathy. I'm sorry, but 2F by C is not a ship. It's one of the most expensive and exclusive restaurants in Manhattan, or not Manhattan. What's that area called? Eddie would know this. This is just Travis bungling.
Queens, Brooklyn.
Expensive and renowned restaurants in the area of X, where X is the area that it is in. You show up for that interview, you have a job. Guarantee. Ding.
Yeah,
I have an
basically.
Yeah.
Where's the Asian girl at the bottom?
Who knows?
Okay.
Once Eddie's done with the call, Sean is going to walk up
Yeah,
to him,
Manhattan.
put his hand on his shoulder, and say, "The key to maintaining a successful relationship is honesty." And walk away.
Brandon's gonna materialize in the world, walk up, put a hand on Eddie's shoulder, and goes, "Would have been so much easier if you just lied right there. So much easier." But good save. I approve of this.
Thank you, Ghost of the GM.
Thank you, GM in the devil suits.
Obi-Wan GM.
Nope, not Obi-Wan.
Eddie
Definitely not
Eddie has
Obi-Wan.
this ghost that he always talks to, and he swears that it's the ghost of the person who's controlling you all. He is the master of the
It's the only
Illuminati.
one that I never see when I turn on my sights.
Because that's because I'm always
Whatever
behind
ghost is mentioned,
you.
he's there. He's right there, behind you. I don't see him, Eddie, and I see everything. Everything.
Because he doesn't want you to see him, of course.
That's not how it works.
You're just blinded by your own sight. You have to unsee what you have seen.
My eyes penetrate reality on its deepest level, and the memories are forced ingrained into my mind. Every time I do this, I get a migraine and PTSD.
You have to see what does
Stop
not exist
telling me he's
to
there.
see what really
Parvus!
exists.
What do we do with you right now?
So I'm just trying to piece together everything that happened when I went to the bathroom. So Eddie made a call. Sean's being Sean.
Yep.
Caitlin is continuing to avoid blame.
She's like, I didn't do
Back to
anything.
taking kids outside to the dumpster.
Well, we have to start small, so we're just gonna dig through the garbage.
Wow.
Hey, Sean, you think that raccoon's back?
Damn it. Same time, too. So for homework. Maybe
No, it's Caitlin and your kids.
Edwin, what did I say about teaching them dumpster diving? Okay. Bottle.
If you didn't waste the food inside, it wouldn't be outside.
That's it. I'm getting a spray bottle. When I come back out here, the kids better be inside.
So
You can stay in the dump. You can stay in there if you want, but the kids aren't involved.
So, someone mentioned a fridge? I'm not ruled by
Yes.
food.
You can help yourself to anything on the bottom two shelves.
Daddy's being mean and doesn't want you to survive in the wilderness.
John's back with the spray bottle. Out! Out!
I'm kind of just picturing one of those giant Scooby-Doo sandwiches. So Parvus walks away with. I know that's not possible.
So,
But
so I think, all right, I think this is a positively upbeat scene that I actually want to kind of end it on. Mostly because it is kind of getting late, and I do actually have to work tomorrow because of a scheduling conflict. But I hope, did you all have fun today, even though we had a much lighter game than normal?
Yeah.
This was super fun. This is hilarious.
I'm fine with goofy stuff. Because goofy is fun.
I wanted...
We had dramatic bits. We had uplifting bits. I sprayed Caitlin with the water ball because she didn't bring the damn kids inside.
It's fine, I needed a shower this week.
Shower? No.
Strikes
You know, I
out.
bet if you asked
Yeah,
Madeline, she'd
only-
let you crash at her house for a while. Like, every day. And not eat food
Actually,
out of
this-
the dumpster. Now, you
Eddie
could
just
do that-
strikes
you
out
could do that here
repeatedly.
if you wanted. Now look at Parvus. Parvus is a good.
Oh, her brother's
I-
in the car
Is
with.
that all the meats?
Actually, no, I've eaten
Hey,
better
Parvus.
out of a dumpster. That's her brother's cooking.
And cue yakety sax. No, as Parvus runs away with Sean chasing.
Connor, one other thing. You know that you've got a couple bills on the table. Remember that big payday that was supposed to come through?
Oh. Shit.
Yes, but I paid rent like a week ago.
Yeah, I know, but there's other things that you know that come up, like electricity.
Cell phone,
Utility.
water, sewage.
Auto insurance. House insurance. It's fun being an adult.
Garbage.
You
Internet.
know, you want to know what might be helpful? If only you had someone who was like, I don't know, say some kind of well-off weirdo.
Where are we gonna,
Yes.
where are we gonna get someone like that at this hour?
Right.
It wasn't there originally, but I did switch out. I think one of the minor milestones, I swapped out one of his other ones and brought in Might.
Hey, Eddie,
And then
where do you live?
What?
in
New Jersey.
yeah, New Jersey. What's it called? Hoboken?
Hoboken.
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 Own a
Jesus.
house? Do you rent? Or are you staying in apartments?
Fairly expensive. but not like basically the cheapest I could get while not being prohibitively far away.
Right. Well then, that's changing now.
Parvus, and they think that we live in it,
Which will be cheaper for you.
You
Stay in the spare bedroom, make you shower, pull everything. In return, you pay for electricity, water, and utilities, which is going to be significantly cheaper than the cost of housing in New Jersey.
And then the house became cramped.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
But I'm gonna have to move my paranormal filming equipment. Hope you don't mind. I have a closet or something.
Yeah,
for it.
don't worry about it. We can take care of that.
Also, I'm ordering a cast iron helmet off of Amazon. Hope you don't mind.
Why are you ordering a cast iron helmet off of Amazon?
So to keep them from messing with my thoughts.
the super Illuminati.
That's not going to keep it.
Does it have
It's
wings
not
on
going
it?
to keep things out of your head.
It'll keep bullets out of your head. Maybe.
Well,
Well, obviously
but
tinfoil
if you
doesn't
want
work.
to keep bullets out of your head, I have a spare helmet you could use.
Swords, too.
Tinfoil doesn't work because nothing works. The only way to really protect your head against intrusion is either with magic or just getting good at keeping things out.
Well, at least I can headbutt them.
Again, if you want to do that, I have spare helmets. Would you like one of my spare helmets?
Sure.
All right, cool. They're in the armory. Go find one that fits.
You have armor?
Sweet.
I have all the armor.
Sharp
Armor for
object.
days.
Do you have iron gauntlets? Because Eddie may or may not be training in fists since all this stuff has happened.
Gauntlets, no. Yes. Truncheons.
I think that still counts as weapons.
Depends on if you're stabbing or punching because of the brass knuckles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see that maybe.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, since these, since the recent milestones, Eddie may or may not have, well, actually definitely did, has upgraded his fists to 3.
Well, what I might also suggest for you, Sean, is
Yes.
all the stuff that you've talked about you wanting to do. Your most limiting factor is your character's resources, and I have fake chips to spend. But if you upped your resources, then maybe you could get a place of your own that had a basement that you could, like, I don't know, start distilling again and doing all sorts of other really fun stuff. Just saying. Because it's highly unlikely you're going to intimidate yourself into a good property.
Yeah.
Depends on where you live. Oh, wait, no. Never
What
mind.
price
he's
you
right.
just offer me, realtor? I don't think you understand. I am Sean Alistair.
And he pulls out 2 magic swords that are actually chainsaws.
Why would they be
No.
chainsaws?
Magic
Do you have any
Thank
idea
God,
how
you
hard-
lowly mortal.
Do you have any
And I will
idea
pay-
how hard it is to wield a chainsaw? It
Do you
is
have weapons
so
5?
not worth the effort.
Obviously, it's for effect. You're not going to mow down the realtor. You're just going to show
Also,
your power.
I don't have inhuman strength anymore. I can't just wield a chainsaw.
Yeah, isn't Inhuman Strength like 3 fate chips at minimum?
It's expensive.
No, it's 2.
2? Okay.
Inhuman strength just costs you 2.
I was thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Stronger strength.
I'm planning on actually swapping out some of my fate chip stuff. I'm going to have to talk with you, Brandon, about that after game.
All right.
It's nothing complicated, I assure you.
I'll let you guys talk. Ugh. Anyway, good game.
Game.
Right, good game.
GG, no re.